Okay, well, welcome to Dave's Dive Bar. We're waiting on Dave, believe it or not. We did a practice section earlier today, so I know the equipment's working, the link's working, everything. So as soon as Dave gets here, we'll start this show because this is all about Dave and kind of a celebration of Dave's contribution to Whiskey Tube. So let's just hang loose another minute and see if Dave shows up. Something may have happened that just kept him from being here, so we'll give him another minute.
He may be out hunting bourbon.
He may be out hunting bourbon. So, Dave has been so generous to the channel over the years. We wanted to do something for him, so we sent him 4 samples that he doesn't know what they are. So, this is kind of a smaller version. He's got 2 ounces of each of these bourbons. They're all different proofs. A couple of them have finishes on them. A couple of them have age on it. And so we were going to let him taste them and see what he liked and let him rank them. And then we'll talk about them and kind of just shoot the shit while we're here. So hang with us a minute. Dave may have taken a nap and will be right with us. So just hang in there and we'll be right back. Okay, I was just checking the email, make sure he had the link. So while we're waiting on Dave, let us know in the chat, what are you drinking tonight? I'm going to be drinking what Dave is drinking as soon as he gets here. Cheers, Matt, with Whiskey Wisdom. How you doing? Jamie, Appalachian Bourbon Society.
Kevin joined us.
Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Hack and Mac. Cheers. We love Dave. Everyone loves Dave. How could you not love Dave? Beard Zone. Cheers. Jamie. Good evening, Jamie. Okay. I'm going to go check the email one more time. Yeah, I don't have anything from him. So, can't really do this without him. Wouldn't want to. So, Jamie, are you at the Appalachian Bourbon Society or are you somewhere else right now? Cheers, Daniel. We've had a little scheduling mishap here, so as soon as Dave gets here, we'll get this party started. But feel free to chat amongst yourself. And I really don't have a whole lot to say. I haven't been doing a whole lot of hunting lately. Work has been keeping me pretty busy. We've been trying a lot of different shows on the channel and doing a lot of stuff with Appalachian Bourbon Society. So he's retired now, so yeah, he is. Kids are having a hard time obtaining housing. Oh, really? Well, I come from a military family, so I know how that is. Moving around from base to base. Yeah, my brother had it real hard. I was pretty young. I don't remember most of that. They're in a hotel. Oh, sorry to hear that. I mean, hotel's better than being in a tent, but Yeah, a real house, even if you're renting it, it's better than a hotel any day of the week. So I have Dave. Welcome, Dave. We
Hi,
thought we'd
Mike.
send out a rescue party for you.
Well, I hit the link that you sent me
Let me
this
put on my
afternoon.
not going to be able to hear you unless I put these on.
Uh,
You okay, Dave?
yep, I hit the link that you sent me this afternoon. I didn't know you were sending me another link right
Yeah.
before the show.
Apparently, StreamYard is you have to use the one that when it starts. So the test one doesn't work anymore. My fault for not letting you know that. I
Oh,
sent you another one, but you probably didn't know to check your email. That's okay.
oh,
Everyone's in the
we
chat.
made it.
They're already talking about you, so you're good.
Oh, my ears were burning.
Your
I got
ears were
my
burning.
Bourbon Riders shirt on. I got my Bourbon Riders Glen you gave me, ready to go.
Well, you're just full of Bourbon Riders merchandise. Let me turn this up a little bit. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. And I hope everyone else can hear you okay. If you can't, let us know in the chat. I have Kim, being our engineer, is going to monitor the chat on YouTube while we get into this. So tonight is a celebration of Dave's contribution to the Whiskey Tube community. If you hang around Whiskey Tube at all, you've seen Dave, you've heard Dave, you've been influenced by Dave, even if you don't know Dave. So he's helped out so many channels. And Dave, how long have we known each other? 2 years, 2.5 years, something
Uh,
like that.
Pretty close to three.
Pretty close to three.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was a near nobody when I met Dave Vogelsang. And well, I'm not that far from it still, but I had no subscribers, hardly any views, and I think I had a remember the little shelf I had like in the corner here. It had like 10 whiskeys on it,
Yeah.
and that's all I had. That's how I got started. So we are so appreciative to you, Dave, what you've done for the channel over the years. So tonight we're flipping the script. I have sent Dave 4 bourbons. I've confirmed that they are bourbons, unless the bottles are lying to me. Dave doesn't know what they are. He does know the proof. It does say the proof on it, does it not, Dave?
Yep. Yes, it does.
And you've got bottles A through D, and we're going to get started in on D and go back to A. And there's a reason for that. That it'll be obvious when you get there. But so, Dave, go ahead and pour you up bottle D as in Dave, and I'll do the same. You got a little more whiskey than I've got in here. I'm cheap. I didn't even pour myself much at all. So, Dave, we're going to do a little chatting while we're doing this too, so people
Sure.
that don't know you can get to know you. Dave, how long have you been hunting bourbon?
I actually started back in the early 2000s for a few years with a buddy, and then just kind of got away from it about 2008. Just kind of was drinking wine and beer, and I didn't get back into it again till December of 2022. So at that
Wow.
time I had maybe 5 bourbons in December of 2022.
So you're just
And
behind me because I came in January of 2023. That's when I started the channel. I was drinking back when you were drinking. I had no idea what to buy in the stores, and
right.
it's kind of why I started the channel because I thought like I'm going to put this stuff on the channel and people can tell me if I'm wrong. And boy, did they tell me I was wrong. I thought Weller Special Reserve was it. That's it. Nothing better on the planet than Green Label Weller Special Reserve. Now, I still like Special Reserve
Oh, I do too.
at
Yeah,
at 35, $40 tops.
exactly.
So so we're not that off as far as us hunting. What would you say is your greatest find during this time? The thing that was just like you couldn't believe it, allocated, not allocated, just the best find in a bottle shop that you've experienced. What was your favorite find?
Yeah, well, I'm lucky. I live 10 minutes away from a Woodman's grocery store, which has a great liquor store, and 10 minutes from a Binny's beverage depot. So, now that I'm
I've heard a
retired, I
lot
can,
about the latter, not the
right.
former. But yeah, that Benny's.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about that.
absolutely. And both of these stores put things out at MSRP or a few dollars above. So when I was working, it was a couple of years ago, I would stop at different hours of the day because the manager at Woodman's would put things out at different times, different days, and like this was Father's Day actually a couple years ago. I went down to visit my dad, and on the way back home, I was really tired, and I'm like, should I just go home? I'm like, no, I'm going to stop by Woodman's. I walk in, I walk around the counter where they put the allocated stuff, and they had Pappy 15, Pappy 13 Reserve, Lot B,
Wow.
Old Rip 10 sitting there. So I must have walked in right after they put them out. And I ran back up to the counter and got in line. And wouldn't you know it, the guy in front of me got the Pappy 15. So I'm not a big rye guy. So I took the Lot B 12 year and I got it
Oh,
for 89.99.
you
Ooh.
you know, the first time I tasted Lot B was from you. I had not tasted a Pappy anything, and one of the sample sets, and this was a while back, you sent me that Family Reserve Lot B, and I'm going like, what the hell is a Lot B? Why can't I get Lot A? Why am I put back in Lot? I had no idea what Lot B was, and
Yeah,
I've got a Lot B now, but at the time I had no clue. It's like, why are people chasing this Lot B? But it was good.
it was
I
good.
appreciate you sending that. So let's get into this first
Okay.
glass here, which is bottle D at 109.6 proof. And I got some hints for you. I'm not going to just
Okay.
let you flounder like a fish out of the water.
Okay.
Uh, this is your hint. It's a single barrel, does not have a finish, no finish. It is over 10 years old. It's directly from a non distilling producer, an NDP, but it's sourced from a big name Kentucky distillery. So single barrel, no finish, over 10, and sourced from a Kentucky distillery. And I
Hmm.
was on the barrel pick when we got this. Basically, they asked us whether we wanted this barrel. We were there for something else. And luckily, the owner of the bottle shop had deep enough pockets to
Wow.
buy this barrel, and I loved it. To this day, it's one of my favorite uh, somethings. So
Hmm.
ah, it's got a nice aroma.
Yeah, it
I mean,
does.
just a little to me, a little bit oaky, but brown sugar molasses. What do you think, Dave?
Very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Good legs
Oh,
on it.
he's a spinner. I did
Coat the
that. One
glass.
time I did that, I spun it right out onto my pants.
Well, people that know me too, and you back at the time when I first started, I drank it over an ice ball for like 2 years. I've only been drinking bourbon neat now for a little over 1 year.
Yeah, you used to send me these stickers that said Dave on the rocks. You remember that?
Bourbon on the rocks. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh
that is
man,
a
that is
savory
good.
bomb. Mm, that is tasty. Got some pepper right on the front there. What do you think?
Oh, it's awesome. Kind of
That
sweet,
is,
sweet at first, and like you say, then pepper and a nice hug.
yeah, for
90.
109. Of course, that's my sweet spot on proof. 109, and you swear like it tastes a little proofier. And I know the age. To me, it tasted a little older, and going like when I tasted it at the distillery where we were doing the pick, I was telling the owner, I said, buy it, take my money.
Oh,
So what do you think of it?
I like
It's
it a
already your
lot.
favorite, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Um, I watch all you guys' videos and stuff, so I was trying to tried to remember some of the barrel
Some
picks
of
you
the barrel
did,
picks.
and based on you giving me the proof, I had a good idea on some things, but the over 10 years kind of throwing me a little. Um, Only thing I can think of in that time frame and everything else is like an Augusta Buckner's 10 or something like that.
The flavor profile reminds me a lot of the 10 or even the 15. Um, the intensity, uh, but it isn't. Um, well, I'll go ahead and tell you this much. It is a 12-year-old.
Oh,
It is a 12-year-old. But I'm not here to make you guess. This is
right.
just
Yeah.
like to, I don't know,
See
prime
which
the
one I like
senses.
best. Yeah.
All right. So, another question. People may not know it that you're now retired from work, not from drinking bourbon, I hope. Um, what are you now that you're retired? Have you changed your hunting habits? What are you hunting these days?
That's a great question. Now that I'm retired, I go every day basically and I'll hit a Benny's,
He
I'll
goes
hit
every
Woodman's
day, Kim.
because they're 10 minutes from my house. And I try to go different times of the day because they put things out different. I mean, I've found some stuff at 10 in the morning. I found stuff at 1. I found stuff where they put it out at 5. So I just kind of take it up. And now that I'm retired, I have more time to really devote to sending out samples. So there's weeks I send out a sample pack a day kind of thing. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the UPS store and then I'll go hit Benny's and I'll go hit Woodman's. So staying active that way, doing it. Um, Trying to slow down on the spending, but these things just start showing up.
My wife,
And-
you can't see her. My wife's over here laughing. She's like, you don't get to do that when you retire. Well, that's great. I've been wife and I have been talking, and I told her, I said, when I make a decent income, but when I retire, I'm living on Social Security and savings that I have, and we won't be hurting. But I don't think the majority of the money is going to go towards bourbon.
right.
I I already have more than I can't even fit it in my studio.
Oh, exactly.
it's
Yeah.
it's so because I remember when I first saw you, you'd be down like in your basement, and there'd be shelves behind you. So where do you store your bourbon now? Fort Knox.
Same place. I have 4 shelves down the basement and running out of shelf space. So I've got bottles behind bottles behind bottles. And like last night, I was looking for, but I had to take a flashlight and go kind of looking for it. Kind of forgot where I
Do,
put it.
do you have some? Be honest with us. Do you have some floor whiskey, some whiskey that's sitting on the floor?
No, but there's some on some shelves and other shelves and tables and things though.
Well, let's get into bottle C. I think it's the yeah, it's the lowest of the proof.
Lowest proof,
So
yeah.
a little. So let me pour that in at 90.4. And just tell me what you think of aroma on this one.
It seems a little perfumey to me. It's not in a bad way.
Okay, you ready for your hint
Sure.
before you taste? I'd like to give you a hint before you taste it. So you got a
Okay.
little bit of game plan here. So it is from a big name distiller. It's not sourced or NDPs or anything that. It's one of the big guys. It is allocated. I mean, tough to find. It
Okay.
is also over 10 years old, and this may be the part that cinches it for you. It's a weeded bourbon.
Okie doke. It's probably one that we were just talking about. The one that I sent you a sample of, and you're returning the favor.
You were good. You guessed it right. It is the
Oh
Pappy
man, yeah,
12.
that is awesome.
So he's got one. He's
Hey,
it's 1-1. He's we're tied up.
that's delicious.
Oh, it's still good. I still enjoy it though. I mean, I don't care
Yeah.
how hard it is to find. You know, I've never paid secondary for it. When I did find it, it was because of a. It was this one. It was because of a raffle
Oh, nice.
at that I paid like 119 for it. Happy to do it.
Oh,
Happy
absolutely.
to pay $119 for it. So you got one, man. You're
Cool.
batting 500. Wow. Well, I've got to stop giving you giving you too good of
Great. That was a
clues. Is
good
what I'm
clue there.
doing. I never should have mentioned it earlier. All right. So Dave, wanted to ask you. You know, I'm a big fan of finished bourbons. I love a good finish. I love a good toasted finish. I love a lot of these casks they're doing, from cognacs to armagnacs to you name it. Just some of them are good. Some of them, like Amberana, not so good. So, what is your favorite finish in a bourbon, Dave?
uh, it has to be. Well, I'm torn between two. One is the like the Murray Hill Club Special Release 4, which was in Calvados barrels. And then the other one was the Remus Experimental 1 that was finished in the Seguin Moreau barrels. So those are my
Wow,
two favorite.
I've seen the Calvados. I've wondered about it, and I've always got don't know, don't want to. Every time I see one, it's a store pick, so it's a little pricier. And I'm
Yeah.
going like, if I could ever get a taste of it, I probably would like it because I I like most of the cognac finishes. I like just about every Armagnac finish. I don't know what
Yeah.
it's about Armagnac that I like, as long as they don't leave it in too long. Laws had an experimental while back that was finished in Armagnac over at Sprayberry Bottle Shop, and it's fantastic.
Mm,
So, uh, okay, so Bottle B, I'm going to throw you a curve.
okay.
Throwing you a curve, buddy. Bottle B is the proof leader tonight at 113. Big people would say, Mike, that's not a proof leader of anything. For me, it is. I'm not a high proof guy. 113 is right around my sweet spot.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm going to let you smell it because there's something different about this one, Dave.
I think I might know what this is just from the proof. I could be wrong, but Smells great. I'm going to take a guess because you said they're all bourbons and not a rye.
Correct.
I am going to guess 13th Colony maple finished 113 proof. I
That
should
would
have
be a
tasted
good
it first.
guess.
I should have tasted
That
it
would be
first.
a good guess, and I'm gonna go. Ah.
Okay.
You are picking up sweetness, but it's not from maple. I'll tell you the rest of the hint. Okay, it's a private label, non-distilling producer, known for selling craft whiskey. One of the biggest guys out there that sells craft whiskey. It is a finished bourbon and a profile I believe you tasted before, but I will confirm not maple, but something sweet like maple.
Okay.
And I
Maybe
got this one because it was such a good deal over other finished bourbons like this. This particular finish tends to be a little pricey. And this one was absolutely a fantastic price from somebody I knew. But yeah, it's
that
different.
tastes great.
You like that?
That tastes great.
Well, I don't want to tell you what it is because you already got one guess. I don't want to ruin my
All
batting
right.
average. But
Man,
it's almost it any sweeter. Now I don't think I'd like it, but
right.
to
Yeah.
me, it's got a nice balance to it. And
Yeah,
so you
that's
want to take
really
another
nice.
guess on the on what it's finished with? I'll let you have another guess. Freebie.
Man.
Very popular right now with craft distillers, this particular kind of finish. See it everywhere.
Yeah. Um, I know yours and mine, one of our favorite finishes is French oak, but that's not sweet like that. Um, Berry, maybe?
I'm sorry?
Berry finished?
Nope.
No. Now, it's delicious, whatever it is.
There's so
um,
many choices.
You'll be a
yeah.
fan especially when I tell you what the price of it is. So we're going to leave that to the reveal. Okay. So let's
Well,
go on.
my other guess would be that you were saying big NDP. I was going to guess barrel.
When I say NDP, it's their label. They're not known for making anything, but they sell a crap load of craft whiskeys. And
Okay.
this happens to be so they contracted this underneath their name for their
Okay.
label. I know the guy. He's sent me some free stuff in the past, and
Nice.
in fact, if you go to any of my videos, there's a discount code for where you can buy this stuff. You should know, but yeah, that still won't tell you what it is because
Yeah.
he's got a few things under label now. So let's go on to the next.
Okay.
The next question I had for you was we were talking about proof. What is your sweet spot for proof? Where's your comfort zone for proof if you buy a bourbon or a whiskey?
I'd say it's I mean it's kind of a wide one, but I'd say it's 90 to 115 is probably my favorite
Damn,
when comfortable.
we might be clones.
Because I do a starter pour usually around 90 proof a night of either Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, or Weller Special Reserve, or Old Forester, Black Label, 100 proof, things like that. And then kind of work your way up.
And I don't. I most as people that know me, most of my drinking is done for the channel. I have a, I'll just say I don't have a serious medical condition, but I have a condition that I really can't drink a lot. So what I drink to share with others, and that's really, as Kim can tell you, I'll do a video and just have one glass of something and bring the rest of it down after I do the video and finish it. And uh, not often do I go back for a second to pour. Sometimes if it's really good, but most time I have to limit it, and I'm perfectly happy with that. But it does mean I don't go through the bourbon as fast as some people do. In fact, most of my bottles have probably I don't know 2 to 6 ounces missing out of it, and that's it. So one other thing before we get to the next one, do you have a bourbon? Well, we'll just stick with bourbon that you chased and you got it and you're like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Do you have a bourbon that you would just wanted and wanted and wanted, and then you regretted buying it? I think I know most people do, and I'm curious if you do.
I pretty much like most of the stuff that I have. The only thing I don't is I'm not a big Dickel fan at all. It's just that
Oh, George
minerality or
Dickel.
something. Yeah, I'm not a fan. That's the one that I don't. But there's nothing I've really bought and then it's like, oh darn, I wish I wouldn't have bought it.
Well, if you've been watching my show lately, I regretted. I don't regret getting it, and I'm happy the bottles. I just regretted it wasn't as good. The 2025 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon.
Oh,
I
okay.
tasted the 22 and 23 and absolutely loved it. Picked out the 22 out of a double blind. Didn't even know I was drinking. Absolutely in love with it. Been chasing it for 3 years. Got my own bottle, the 2025, and I did pay a lot of money for it. Not secondary, but still
Yeah.
somewhere in the middle. Man, was I disappointed? But I'm told that birthday bourbon, like a lot of things, changes every year. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. And I just convinced myself I just got an off year and I'm going to try again.
Yeah. I've heard that about the 2025.
All right,
I
so
got a sample of it, but I haven't tried it yet.
the 2025. Okay, I can
Yep.
send you another one if you're unsure. I've been sharing it, so I have an excuse to buy the 2026. That's my method here. If I run out, I got to have another one because I got to have one on the shelf. Wife saying, no, no, you don't. So we're down to our last one.
Okay.
And the reason we went from D to A because the last two, Dave, are finished.
Finished.
And sometimes those finishes are hard to get off your palate
Yep.
and move from, even if with the water. So I saved the two last ones that are both finished for last. So this 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 bottle A is an anomaly. I never thought I wanted one, and then I won one in a raffle. Just say I won it. I still had to buy it, but I had the opportunity to buy it, and everyone was going like, "Get it! That's like the best. That's the best." Okay, I've never tried it, so I bought it, and man, do I love that bottle. So
You like
it's
it?
another
Okay.
allocated.
Okay.
It's another finished. It comes in a fancy box, and it's a one-time release. They made it once and threw away the recipe. So tell me what you think. Bottle A, 98.6 proof.
Well, the only thing I can think of based on the proof would be a blood oath.
He made you
All
drop
right,
the
you got half
bottle.
of it right. Now you got it. Now you've got to guess the pack. Yeah, the 98.6 kind of gives it away.
Right.
You got to guess what packed it is because they got like what 11 or 12 of them,
Yeah, I think
13.
they're 12 or 13 now. Okay. I've
Oh
got a
boy.
couple of them. I didn't get the one that this recent one, wasn't it tequila finished or
Tequila.
something?
I had the opportunity on that one, and like no, I I tried a couple whiskeys and bourbons finished in tequila barrels, and it just the combination is just not right. There's some things that go well together. To me, that's not one of them. Oh man, that does smell sweet.
Mm, dang it.
98.6. And that the reason we're going, what's the big deal about 98.6? Temperature of blood. Why they call it blood oath.
Right. Yeah.
You know, when I first bought that, I'm going like, why not make it 101, 105? You don't get it, buddy. It's called blood oath.
Right. Well, I'm just going to take a shot. I'm going to say it's pack 10.
Packed 10. A little bit older.
The only the only
I'm
ones
gonna
I
share
know
this with
from
the wife. That's wonderful.
it is really
I,
good.
I've never had a blood oath before. It's my first one. And now I'm just like, okay, I need to find out what the other good ones are. This was a dusty.
Oh wow.
That is good.
So, yeah, it is several years old, older than 10. That's good, isn't it? Oh, man, that's good. All right. Now, you've tasted all four. I want you to tell me what are your favorites, fourth through first. And whatever your favorite is, if you want it, I've got one of these 100 milliliter bottles here. I'm going to fill it up.
Oh.
And we've got a brand new glass over here, a new Glencairn. We call it Double Trouble. It's double etched. Yeah, they're expensive. Double etched. It's got the Bourbon Writers and the Appalachian Bourbon Society on it. I'm going to send you one of these. And
Dang.
100 milliliters of whatever your favorite is, or big or anything on the bar.
Mm.
Your choice as my thank you for being with us tonight and all the good that you do in the whiskey community. So,
Oh, that's very nice of you.
whenever you're ready, you can talk about these. Tell me what you think.
Which one's his favorite?
Go back to him. Well, I mean, they're all very good. Did you say what pact that was that you got of that blood oath?
6.
6?
Oh,
Nice.
I'll go ahead and tell you that is packed 6.
6. Very nice. Yeah, that is from a while
Yep.
ago.
Yep.
I mean, in order of my number one obviously is C still.
Is what?
2 C, the Pappy.
Okay. That's your fourth?
No, that's my first. I'm sorry.
That's your first.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's my favorite. Yeah. Lowest proof, of course.
So that is, well, I'll go ahead and put this out. So, first place, you have the Van Winkle Reserve, Family Reserve, 12-year Lot B. Not a bad choice. I like it. It's one of my. I won't say it's my favorite weeder, but it's one of my favorite.
second place, I'm actually going with sample B, as in boy.
B as in boy. All right, go ahead and put that up for us. That is Sealbox Beekeeper.
Oh, you're
It is a
kidding me.
wonderful straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey barrels. It's 113 proof. I paid $70 for it. And you know how expensive some of these honey finishes can get, well over
Yeah.
$100. I
Like,
love
you know,
short barrel, but
Yeah, short
70
barrels
bucks. It's one of the best
too much
70
honey.
bucks I've ever had.
This is very subtle honey though. Like short barrel can be in your face. It's
Definitely in your
nice.
face.
Okay. 3 is going to be the packed 6.
I'm sorry?
Is the Blood Oath is number 3 favorite.
Okay. Yeah, and that is the Pack 6. And I don't know if you can see up there on the, well, you can't see, it's quite off, a little bit off the wall, but the fancy box.
Yeah.
And it is a 2020 version. They did
Okay.
this back in 2020.
Nice.
I was drinking bourbon back in 2020, but I certainly didn't know what that was. Yeah, just like I love finding Dusties. I think Dusties to me is like if some people chase BTAC, I love the finding the Dusties like people forgot about. That's one of them, and yeah, it's great. So wow,
I'm
I
afraid to
thought
find out what
I
D is.
D as in Dave was the first one you tasted. I thought maybe I bowled you over on that and you were going to stay with that all through and they would just ruin you for the rest of them. So you put that in fourth place, but I I take
I
it you
like
liked
it
it.
though. I liked it definitely.
Now this is going to throw you. Look at the bottle. You see that?
Short barrel.
Short barrel. When Bridge and I were at Short Barrel doing one of several barrel picks we've done out there, they said, "Would you be interested in?" I don't know if you can read that on the back. We have a Heaven Hill 12-year
Oh
that we don't
man.
know what to do with, and would you like to buy that? And we all tasted it and going like, "Yeah, yeah, take my money." It's an expense. I will tell you, it's an expensive bottle. It was it was over 150. I won't say anything more because my wife will hit
Because
me.
Kim's right there.
She's about to
Exactly.
throw something at me now. Yeah, it was closer to 200. Um, but it's wonderful. It's one of my favorite 12 years. I don't know why
Nice.
Heaven Hill just doesn't bottle this stuff and sell it themselves versus some of the other stuff. I see Heaven Hill when I was up at Nashville Barrel. They had some Heaven Hill. It was a
Mm,
6-year, but uh, Heaven Hill apparently does a lot of selling of their juice.
yep.
So, anyways, you don't have to tell me tonight. You told me what your favorites were. I mean, I can send you 3 ounces of Pappy 12, but I'll also send you 3 ounces. Well, 3.3 ounces to be technically correct of anything that is open on my bar, and I mean anything. Go for the birthday
Appreciate it.
bourbon. So you think about it, let me know,
Sure.
and we will
I'll
get you
email
a
you some.
package.
Yeah. Sure. Appreciate it, Mike. Thank you so much.
Oh, so of these you did tonight, obviously you have the lot B. Do you have any of the others?
I've got a bunch of short barrels, but not that one. I've got 2 of the Blood Oath. And I've got a bunch of seal box stuff, but not the honey. And that
I was,
shocks me because I can't really pick the honey out of it because it's.
yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
sweet, but
subtle.
it is
It's
subtle
subtle.
though. Yeah.
I don't know where they get it from. I know they
Man, that is good.
well, as I said, it's distilled in Indiana, finished and bottled by somebody in Jacksonville, Florida. Never
Mm,
heard of these guys. I'm from Florida. Never heard of these guys. But I thought for 70 bucks, man, that's some good juice.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
You got a question there at the bottom. ABS has a question.
all right, I'm not watching here. Here we go. Appalachian Bourbon Society says, "Hey Dave, what is your favorite pour? What is your ideal pour?"
ABO pour.
So let's open this up for questions for Dave.
Well, just recently, I've been introduced to a distillery called Cox Creek Distilling down in Kentucky. They're the ones that do Good Times.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got
Okay,
several Good Times. Good Times is known for their crazy finishes.
crazy finishes, and they almost taste like additives instead of barrel age and stuff like that. But they've got two brands. One's called Old Zach, and one's called Old Rick. And a channel Bourbon and Balls that I and the balls is for sports.
Did you say Old Zach?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I saw Old Zach at a local package store. It's kind of a bottle shaped, kind of like the Lucky Sevens.
Yes,
It's a wide
absolutely.
bottle with a
Yes.
big Old Zach on it. You
Yeah.
telling me that's good?
I've got a 9 year that it's actually Barton juice, but it is so dark and it's 136 proof that drinks like 120. And a lot of times I have that as my last pour of the night. It's
Uh huh.
very good. But the Old Rick is the one that's right now my favorite. And on Bourbon and Balls, we did a virtual barrel pick of an Old Rick, and we picked an Old Rick 19 year. That I'll be getting in about 2 weeks probably or so, and that is my favorite pour I've ever had. It was 13-year-old juice that then they put in another barrel for 6 more years. And
Wow.
it is so dark, so rich, just every flavor that you want of it. You get the dusty note out of it, but it is so good. So that's my
Old
favorite.
Rick.
Yeah.
I've
And
seen some ads for it, but I've never seen it on a shelf.
and then
Uh,
that Old Zach too, they also have an 8 year that's a wild turkey juice that a lot of people like too. And when you go there, they'll let you taste anything. They got a bar there. They'll let you sample it before you
I
buy
see
it.
it.
They'll let you go in the back to thieve it out of the barrel if you want, if it's not
Oh,
bottled.
that's
So
cool.
yeah, so I'd highly recommend that.
they don't allow that here.
So, um, a friend Beard Zone asks, or Kevin asks, what is your favorite distillery tour?
I actually have not gone on very many. My first one was Old Forester, which I really enjoyed. Um,
That's a pretty good one, actually.
yeah, that was, and probably because it was my first one, that's probably my favorite one. I need to do some more. The only other ones I've done is Cox Creek. They're an NDP, so you just go in. There's a bar, and then they've got the barrels there. 13th Colony was pretty nice. Um, did a barrel pick there. Highly recommend that place.
Yeah, I just, I helped out a bottle shop on that. I couldn't be at the actual pick itself at 13th Colony, but the owner brought back the samples, and I saw him like 2 days later, and he said, "Go through these and tell me what you think." And it was a 13th Colony cast strength in with a mulberry finish. They use mulberry staves. I know nothing
Oh,
about mulberry. I
right.
had to
Yeah,
look
me
it
neither.
up. I had to look it up. What the hell's a mulberry? Uh, is absolutely wonderful. There was only 2 barrels that they did in the state of Georgia for this mulberry finish, and if you're interested in that, I'll send you 100 milliliters of that. I think it's quite good. If you like 13th Colony cast strength, it is spot on. If you think
Huh,
you would like
that's
that, you just
interesting.
think about it and let me know.
Okay.
Let's see who else is chiming in. Daniel with Appalachian Bourbon Society says, next time you're in Georgia, make sure to let us know. We will put you on a party like it's 1999.
That would be great.
Yeah, we'll take you out to the Appalachian Bourbon Society, and you won't leave. You'll just camp out there. In fact,
And
Daniel's got a camper. You can stay in the camper. You're going like, stop volunteering my camper, Mike.
and you're close to Sprayberry Bottle Club, right? Or
Yeah,
Sprayberry
Sprayberry Bottle Shop is
Shop?
one of we've done several barrel picks with that. In fact, that we did a barrel pick at Nashville Barrel where we picked our anniversary barrel, which was a 6-year Heaven Hill, which I thought was really good. And we also helped pick a 8-year MGP, which was I didn't remember how good it was. We tasted it recently. That is wonderful. It's a little up there on proof, but really good. And then a little later this spring, we've got a 10-year Booker's coming, and this is all through
Oh,
Nashville
wow.
Barrel. I have not been a big Booker's fan. You know, I've tasted Booker's. I've got one of their bottles, but so I got to keep up with all the. Daniel says we'll send you a sample of the whatever year he
8 year.
wants.
It's the 8.
What?
That's the
It's
shift
supposed to
on
be
the
the
8.
8. Oh, okay, we'll send you a sample of the 8-year if you want. That is really good. It's probably one of the best MGPs I can remember tasting. I've never been an anti MGP guy, but this stuff knocks your socks off. It for an 8-year, you're going like it tastes much older. So
Nice.
chime in any other questions we have. We don't want to keep Dave. How are we doing on time?
52 minutes.
What's that?
52 minutes.
Okay, we still got time. So yeah, if you got questions for Dave, yeah, Apple says 8-year. Let's see, I'm not missing any here. So Dave, tell us about what kind of store picks does your local bottle shop get into? Do they do a lot? I know you got uh, a great place to get some of your allocated and hard to find. But is your local bottle shops do they do much in the way of store picks?
The Benny's does tons of store picks. I mean, they probably have Four Roses store picks sitting on the shelf
Oh,
right now.
so they're big
Um,
into that.
yeah. And what's funny is I go there so much that like I'm friends with the security guards and everybody. So I go and I fist bump the security guard, and so I went in. I think it was Saturday. I went in Friday or Saturday of last week, and he motions me over. He goes, "He just put out a Weller 107 pick." What? He goes, "Yeah."
Ooh.
So I
You
ran
know, I
up to the
heard about
front.
that the other day. The 107 pick. I buy the 107 just because it's got
Oh,
107 of. I didn't
oh,
even know people
absolutely.
did 107 picks.
Yeah. And I got up and I got it. I was just so excited to get one. And I think it was 69 something they charged, which seems high, but for that, And then I got out in the car and I looked and it was non-chill filtered, which, some of them are and some of them aren't. And I love non-chill filtered. It just tastes so much better.
I
So I
kid
was
you
pretty
not.
psyched about that.
I kid you not. A store I've never been to before, close to Cartersville, Georgia, was selling Antique 107 for $179 a bottle. I about lost it in the store. About like, are you kidding me? But I was nice to him and said, "Oh yeah, you got," and it had cases and cases and
Yeah.
cases of it.
He's going to
Oh my
have
god, all
cases
for
and cases.
179. I thought I probably won't be coming back, but I realize some of these guys they need to make the money on some of these bottles because they're not making money on the other bottles. So I try not to chastise them in person. I may not like it, may not go back, but they're in the business to make money, so
Right.
I can't really say you got it wrong.
Right. We also like 20 miles from me is in a little town called Rockton, where I think Danica Patrick is actually from, the race car driver.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small town. They got just a little downtown area, and there's a place called Rockton Food and Liquor, and they do a ton of store picks. And they were the first place in Illinois to actually do river roots picks. And so I go up there quite a bit, and good success on different things up there.
Wow. Yeah, I just started getting into or tasting River Root. I don't own any yet, but the more things I taste of River Root, the more I like it. So I think I'm becoming a fan. I'm not convinced yet because I have too many unopened bottles.
Sure. Yeah. I hear you. Absolutely.
So what would you say? Are you more a high rye guy, a low rye guy, or a weeded bourbon guy when it comes to bourbons, Dave?
Definitely weeded first and then low rye. There are some higher ryes that I do like, but I do own a lot of rye, but it's basically I hear it's good, I see reviews and I buy it and then sample it out to people. But I like a lot of the boo ryes, obviously, that taste more like bourbon. But
Yeah.
I think weeded is right now is my favorite.
I would tell you that weeded was most of what I was chasing, and thanks to people like Daniel exposing me to some of these higher ryes, I've started to get a palate for higher rye that in the past is if you put a Russell's in front of me, I would like no thank you. You put a Russell's 13 or an 11 or a 15 in front of me, I'm going to ask for seconds.
Yeah. Like I say, there's not much I don't like. And I'll try it, but I'm not a Scotch guy at all. Um, and I wasn't a single malt guy, but a few people have done some picks of some single malts that have been like real sweet and fruity that I like, but I don't actively search that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't found a single malt that I like yet, but I understand it's a growing market.
Yep, absolutely.
So Matt says, "Cheers, CA Scotty,
Hey, Matt.
whoever that is, probably somebody in the chat." And this is funny. Appalachian Bourbon Society is basically Daniel. Daniel's a good
Yep,
friend of mine,
Daniel and Jamie. Yep.
co-founder. But actually, I am. They call me a co-founder, but this was mostly Daniel. It was kind of like a mixed drink. Daniel was the whiskey, I was the mixer. So we started this bourbon society, and now we're over 600 members. Like, oh my god! And we're not even 2 years old yet. So Daniel, who I thought was kind of a proof hound when I first met him, and a high rye hound when I first met him, he says weeded bourbon is quickly becoming one of his favorites. So I've gone from no proof to higher proof. He's gone to weeded bourbon. It's like what I'll tell people, once you start drinking bourbon, your palate is going to change. I promise you, you're going to find
It
things you like
does.
that you didn't. When you first started, you're like, no, I didn't think I liked Old Granddad. And I tried the Old Granddad bottled in bond the other day and going like, shit, this is actually pretty
It's
good.
pretty good. Yeah,
It's pretty good whiskey. So
absolutely.
let's talk bottom shelf here, and I'll let you go because we've been doing a lot
Okay.
of affordable bourbons lately. What is your favorite bottom shelf? Yeah, that's always on the bottom shelf. When I say, let's just say under $30, what is your favorite bourbon whiskey under $30?
Well, it used to be the early times bottled in bond.
Me too.
I mean, I absolutely love the black cap. I swore by it until my buddy Gandy Road sent me a blind and I picked the blue cap over the black cap. But we're talking about the 1 liter bottles, and now this 750 milliliter is very disappointing. It's so I'm glad I've
Yeah,
got a bunch of the black tops and some of the blue caps bunkered away.
it's funny. For a while there, we didn't see the blue caps, and now I look on the bottom shelf in most of the stores I go to, and there's, they usually will stack 5 or 6, in a row, and they're all the way back to the back, blue cap, early times, and I'm going like, people, buy this shit. You don't know what you're missing. It's $25. Buy this shit.
Yep.
So,
For a one
yeah,
liter too. I mean, just fantastic.
let's see what else we've got on here. Jamie chimes in. Never had the black cap. Oh, Jamie, I can fix that for you. I've got a black cap that's probably hardly touched. So, Evan Williams, bottled in bond, early times blue cap. Neither one of those can you go wrong.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and tell us what you got, Kim.
Beardson was asking Dave what is his most memorable bourbon he ever bought.
Can you hear that, Dave?
Yes. It probably goes back to the lot B, where I just went in and it was sitting on the shelf. And then what was crazy was like maybe 2 or 3 months later, I went in like a Monday morning at 9 in the morning on my way to work, and there was a Van Winkle 10 year, the old Rip 10 sitting there. I got it for 107. So those two were probably, finding them like that
That's
just
a
is
good
so
price.
memorable. One other good story, real quick. When I was kind of first starting out, was when I would travel for work. I would hit different stores on the way to my customers. I was a sales rep, and then in between
Mhm.
customers, and then on my way home. And one day, I went to one of these Woodmans that's like 40 miles from my house, and went in, and they had Weller 12 year for $44.99. So I grabbed, and it's limit one on all these
Wow.
allocated. So I grabbed it, and I'm thinking, there's like 4 other Woodmans around me. So if this one's got it, these others might. So so I drove to another one, and sure enough, got another one for $44.99. Went and saw a customer. After that was done, I drove to another Woodman's, and they had one, and I think they mismarked it. I got it for $33.99. And then on my way home, I'm like, you know what? There's going to be different cashiers at the store than the first one I went to. So I stopped, and sure enough, it was a different cashier. So I got 4 Weller 12s that day, in one day, 3 of them for $44.99 and one for thirty three
Holy
ninety
shit.
nine. And
Michael would have
that's
just
one
sent me.
I never going to do that ever again. I'll never have that kind of luck.
And what year was that, Dave?
It was 2 years ago.
Wow. And I paid well over $100 for my first Weller 12 year, and going like, it's good, but it's not that good.
It's not that absolutely. Like I say, I use it as a starter pour, 90 proof. A lot of people rag on it, but and everybody, I'm one of those. I like smooth bourbons. Everybody's like, taboo, don't say smooth, but I drink what I want and what I like.
And that's exactly,
I don't want it to
I
burn.
tell
I
people
don't want.
that drink what you like. Don't worry about YouTubers like me. Drink what you like.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Well, Dave, we really appreciate you being on the show
Oh,
tonight.
thanks for having me, Mike. And
And
I
we
watch all the
invite you.
stuff you put out.
We invite you back. We're starting a new show on Patreon, and I'm going like, oh, Patreon is not YouTube. Well, there's a reason it's on Patreon. But we're going to have a hangout. I know a lot of guys do a show and they do a hangout afterwards. I can't drink that much whiskey, so we're just going to start right in on a hangout, and we're going to do it on the second Friday of April, which is April 10th, because I don't want to do it on Easter weekend. That would be disrespectful. So otherwise, it's going to be the first Friday of the month. It will probably be probably be at 9 p.m. So uh, we can get you on board and maybe some people west of you on board. So 9 p.m. on Fridays, probably be about an hour show. Goes when it does, ends when it does. But we'd love to have you. And the cool thing about it is we'll give you a code like we did you tonight. And everyone that's listening tonight, uh, you have to go to Patreon, and that's where the link will be. But the good thing is on these live streams, you can join for free and you can watch and participate for free. I'm not requiring you to be a Patreon member. We hope that what we offer you will, and all the other things we're doing on Patreon, that you'll become a member because let's get real. YouTube sucks when it comes to Whiskey Tube, and that's why so many people have been moving their channels and other
Yes.
things
Yeah.
around. Bourbon's expensive, and we want to bring you the best as soon as we can get it. And it's if you want to support the channel, that's the way you do it. But if you just want to hang out and talk whiskey with me and Dave and Daniel and whoever shows up, we're going to have a hangout, and you can dial in, and we'll hang out on a Friday night and talk whiskey and do it again the next month. So more on that soon.
You want to talk about X?
What's that?
Want to talk about
Yeah,
X?
we'll put a link on. At the end of the month, we're taking everything that's on Facebook and we're going to X because Facebook has banned me from putting out any new video links about bourbon. They told me, said, no, we're not showing it. We're not showing you to anybody new. So screw you, Facebook. Sorry for the foul language. But we're moving from Facebook to X. We're going to keep the Facebook page up just because there's a lot of content on it. People might want to go to, a lot of links on there until they shut me down. But we're going to X, and we're going to be posting regularly on X. Everything we do will be on X. Every video that we make for Bourbon Writers goes to Patreon first, and then YouTube second, and then we have Patreon only videos but enough commercialization. Dave, it's been an honor. I truly believe you are not only a friend to the channel, but you are a friend to me, and I'm glad I found you almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, same here. I just want to say too that I loved the segment with you and Kim in your backyard by the fire pit, and she would put one of your bottles in a brown paper bag and give you a couple clues, and you try to guess what it was. I used to love
Nobody
that.
goes like, what the hell was that, Mike? Nobody watched that show. Well, yeah, it was one of the early shows I did with Kim, brown bag something,
Yeah.
and where
And
she
at the
would.
time, you didn't have a lot of bottles, so a lot of times you were able to guess it.
It was pretty. I
You
was
wouldn't be
pretty
able
bad
to
guesser.
now.
I was nowhere as talented as you are. So, Dave, any last thoughts? Anything you want to say to
No,
your fans out there? And you have a slew of
no,
fans.
it's all about sharing, and I get more of a kick when I get a bottle. I usually don't even drink the neck pour. I usually share stuff out to people. I'm so excited to let people try stuff that they'll never get, and it comes back to you. I mean, I probably have 300 to 400 2-ounce samples sitting in my basement too that I haven't been able to get to, besides all
Oh
the
my
bottles.
goodness.
So we need to have a big party.
Yeah, we do. And Matt and others in the Whiskey Tube community know how much you've helped them. Uh, we wouldn't be where we are at if it wasn't for friends like you, Dave. So please come back on the next
Absolutely.
Friday night flights that will be starting in April. We'd love to have you. And for everyone out there, um, I hope you're drinking at home. If you're not, Please drive safe. Never drink and drive. And Dave, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to everyone else out there, cheers, my friends.
Cheers. Cheers, Mike and Kim.
See
Thanks
you
for
later.
everything you do.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.